Okay. Well, we're going to get started. Obviously, if people join us part way through, we'll be able to catch them up. But thank you so much to people that have already joined us. It's great to see you. I am Danielle. I'm the Member and Customer Engagement Manager at IWFM. And today we want to just take you through membership. We want you to be able to understand what IWFM can offer you as potential members, what our membership benefits are, and what you'd get access to if you were to join us. And I have got my colleagues Anna and Rob on the call as well. So I will let them introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about what they do, and then we'll get started. So Rob, do you want to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Danielle. Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Rob Kane. I'm Business Development Executive at IWFM, alongside my colleague Anna. We're part of Danielle's team, and I am reasonably new to IWFM, having had a long career in business development in a variety of environments, some of which interspersed with FM. And I'm looking at helping individuals with qualifications and training courses as part of my brief, but also membership as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Anna, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Anna, and I am working as a business development executive, and I'm responsible for individual membership. So happy to help you.
Brilliant, thank you. And as Rob alluded to, I'm the Member and Customer Engagement Manager. So I manage the team of people that are there to support our members. So ask any questions, point people in the right directions, and just make sure that people have got what they need to be successful in terms of their careers. So what we want to do today is just take you through a little bit about what the membership entails, about IWFM itself, who we are, what we offer, and then we'll go through the membership benefits. But please, at any point, if you want to ask questions, you can do so in the chat function. We will try and get through some questions at the end if you have them. If we can't get through all the questions, we will be happy to reach out to individuals to discuss any questions that they may have. So just as a starting off point, just want to take you through who IWFM are and just a bit of understanding about us. So we are the Institute for Workplace and Facilities Management, or IWFM for short, and we are, in a nutshell, the body for people who are working in workplace and facilities management. So the reason that we exist is to be able to help people who are working within this sector. It's all about transforming people, helping them in their careers, being that the body that empowers people and gives them the tools that they need to succeed in terms of their career. We are also there to help businesses. We're a business enabler. We want workplaces to succeed and to be able to help the individuals within those workplaces to be able to provide. So in a nutshell, in a very short statement, our vision is to where every workplace delivers. And that is something that we are very passionate about, is making sure that the workplace delivers. We have been established as IWFM since 2018, but prior to that, we were BIFM, and we were established then for 25 years. So we've just celebrated our 30-year anniversary as a professional body. And one thing that's been really clear to us is just actually how much the profession has moved on in those 30 years. And I would encourage anyone who does look to become a member with us just to have a look at, for example, our Facilitate magazine that actually documents those 30 years and takes people on that journey of actually how far the profession has come within those 30 years. Because I think probably as you all know, it's a very fast-paced environment. It's always changing, and for us, it's important then that we are able to support members with those changes as well. So just a little bit more about what we do. So we are a worldwide community. We support members actually across the globe, and we assess them on their competencies to offer them membership. So understanding actually where they are within their career levels, offering them a grade that actually represents that, but then also helping them move up the grades to be able to professionally develop within their roles and to be able to show employers and other people in the profession actually where they sit within our professional pathway. And that is, like I said, that's across the globe. We are able to support members with that. We are also standard setters, so we have our professional standards, which I'll take you through in a moment. But that is actually a way for people to benchmark their skills, to be able to understand what is required as part of the profession, and to be able to understand what they need in terms of qualifications, CPD, the membership itself as well, and short courses. So it's really about setting those standards and moving people in the right direction. We are thought leaders within the profession as well. So as we take you through this, you'll understand that we do a lot in terms of research and guidance for our members in terms of the profession. We are helping shape some of the government policies around some of these things. It's really about making sure that people have the right information at the right time so that they're prepared in terms of their roles. And we are business enablers. So we are the people there that are helping organisations understand what workplace is, being able to support their staff and give them the correct professional development in order to move their teams along as well. So as I mentioned before, we've got our professional standards, and this is really key for what we do. This is actually how we clearly define those competencies to be able to create competent FMs within the workplace. So it's, as you can see, this is our professional standards wheel, and it's split out into all the different areas that we've identified as part of workplace and facilities management. And within each of these segments, there are competencies within each, and that is how we assess. That's how we also help people develop as well. So we can identify where there are strengths within our professional standards, but also where there might be areas that people might want to work on. And then that's when we are able to recommend things such as our qualifications and our training to be able to help people move themselves up that professional pathway and with their professional development. So again, it's such a key thing, and if you haven't done so already, I would really urge you to just go and have a look at this, understand a little bit more about the competencies that are involved. It's a really great way for you to have those conversations about your own professional development, so you can identify actually where your strengths are, but then actually what do you need to start, developing yourself professionally as well. So what we're going to do now is Anna, Rob and I are going to take you through the membership, understand a little bit more about what it entails to be a member with us and what are the benefits. So I'm going to hand over to Anna first, who's going to take you through our professional pathway and also discuss what an assessment process with us would look like.
Okay, guys, I would like to talk through the membership pathway. And wherever you are in your career, you can join IWFM. So as you can see on this slide, you can join any grade which is relevant to you. So to start with, I just briefly describe each grade, each membership grade. So affiliate level is basically for those who are fairly new to FM industry, who just joined the career or very interested in joining FM industry. Associate level, which is AIWFM, is suitable for you if you have 2 years experience in workplace and facilities or 1 year experience and level 2 and above qualification. For member grade, which is MIWFM, you need to have a relevant qualification, which is level 4 or above, or demonstrate a certain expertise and experience, managerial and a general experience in FM industry. Certified level is for those who have level 6 and above, or equivalent qualification, and at least 3 years managerial experience. And fellow grade is the most prestigious grade. It's pretty much for very experienced professionals who would like not only to take from the industry, but to bring something to the industry, to take part in setting up professional standards. And the process to joining fellow grade is slightly different compared to other grades. So how it works: we will support you on every stage. We would ask you to send us your updated CV for a pre-assessment. We always review your CV before to give you any guidance, and then depends on your experience and qualification. We recommend which level would be an appropriate level for you. And then depends on your level, we may need additional information and additional paperwork. We may need your job description, declaration form, qualification or certificates. Say, for instance, if we see that you can apply to a higher level, but your CV is not good enough, we may ask you to expand your CV to just to confirm that you could definitely get this grade. So once we collect the paperwork, we send your paperwork to the external assessor who review your competences against the membership grade criteria. Usually it will take up to 14 days them to get back to us. And once they just review your paperwork, the assessor will award you with the grade based on the information provided. And then you will receive your membership certificate and you can start using your post-nominals. Yeah, we can go, I think, yeah. And let's talk about post-nominals briefly. So why is important? Just because it's a professional recognition as career advancement, because some companies, they actually require you to be an IWFM member. It's about trust and credibility, because post-nominals can enhance a professional credibility with clients, employers, peers, because you can showcase your expertise and commitment to the field. And competitive edge, because sometimes when you apply for a job, an employer actually compare yourself with somebody else and you hold the post-nominals, you're a member of IWFM, it can be beneficial. An employer would prefer to give job to yourself rather than to somebody else. The only important thing we would like to mention here, we've noticed recently some customers, some professionals who had a membership with us and membership labs a couple of years ago. They still continue using post-nominals, which actually you're not allowed to do so. So once your membership lapse, please make sure that you remove post-nominals from your signature, from your LinkedIn. It's just a small note for everyone who would like to join us as a member.
And I think we're handing over to Rob now.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Anna. I hope everyone can hear me. Yeah, professional development. I'm going to take the liberty here of actually saying it's not quite one of the main reasons why we exist. I'm actually going to state if it's not the major, it's very close to being the major reason for our existence. And clearly our growing membership base and our commitment to professional development is one of the major fundamental planks of our existence, and thus our commitment to professional development follows on from that. And we work very, very closely on a daily basis with all our members and our special interest groups, developing research guidance and insight to inform and drive how we move forward. Yep, we're a lobby, quote unquote, into shaping government policy and legislation. We're hugely respected in that, and we are thus helping organizations stay ahead of the game. If we ally this to the content and the message that Danielle gave a little bit earlier about us being thought leaders, part of a worldwide community, standard setters and business enablers, all of that comes together and is fundamentally linked by our ongoing commitment to PD. And you know, we get it. Your membership crucially recognizes your individual competencies, and it's vital to maintain that through CPD. As you can see, the points we mention, our CPD opportunities include the courses, in-house training, webinars such as this, events and networking, our brilliant Facilitate magazine, which Danielle touched on earlier. Obviously, when you are members, you get Facilitate magazine. You also have access to the library as well for all previous content, great practice guide, guidance notes, and much, much more. And as it says at the bottom, and I'll sort of slightly paraphrase it, that old adage, you know, every day is a school day, right? We can always improve, and it doesn't matter where we are in our career pathway. I think we can always improve and develop our membership, and that can be driven by new people coming in or by changes in various external factors, which means we can always improve and grow and benefit thus. So next slide, please. Yeah, thus, isn't it really important then to track and record that personal development that we have? All of the 5 key bullet point steps that you have there are trackable via our online CPD tool, which membership gives you access to. It's dead easy to use, it's really flexible, and it's a great device for milestone and goal setting targets to help you as you progress through your career pathway. Equally, I think it's always helpful when you have a CPD log to see how far you've come, and perhaps maybe see how far you maybe need to go or want to go as well. It's really important, especially the how far you've come bit, to actually see how much you've grown and developed and moved along the career pathway, as we've established and Anna touched on, via the different levels of membership as you progress through your career. So it's vital that we clearly understand and recognize that professional developments are key and fundamental, but then recording it and measuring it and maintaining it and demonstrating it allies very closely to that. And that's part and parcel of your membership with IWFM, that CPD tool. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. And Anna, you're going to pick up on IWFM mentoring?
Yeah, it's just actually my favorite part of a membership, and I encourage everyone who is taking membership with us to use this option. So basically, you can become a mentee or you can become a mentor, depends on your goals. Once you get a membership, you get an access to your mentoring program. If you would like to become a mentee and you need a mentor, it's actually quite a good chance. Say, for instance, if you're transferring your career from one sector to another, if you would like to build up your career within the organization you're currently with, if you become a manager and you have some sort of blind spots and you would like somebody very experienced give his hand and just help you to speed the process up, it's a very good option, and I encourage everyone to use it. So you can receive guidance and you can receive non-judgmental support for somebody who's very experienced, just to bring you to your professional goals using our professional standards. Obviously, if you would like to become a mentor and you would like to share your knowledge and experience, you just log into the same program, but vice versa. Basically, you will choose a mentee to work with.
Yeah. And I think one of the key things about this is that you can be both. There will be some people that feel that they've got experience that they can give back to people, but also there's still something for them where they may need a bit of development. And the great thing with the program is you can actually select where you may need support, and then you can find mentees or mentors based on what you put into your profile as well. So it's just really great in terms of, again, looking at that professional standards wheel, just looking at actually where your competencies lie and also where you might need that bit of help as well. Brilliant. So just go back to the CPD tool and how it all sort of links into logging this professional development. It's really easy to access, as Rob said earlier on. It's just something that sits under your membership. You can log into it any time and log that professional development. And I think one of the real key things and bits of feedback we've had of this is that a lot of people do use it in terms of conversations when it comes to things like their annual reviews with their managers and things like that. Because if anyone's like me and they get to the end of the year and they think, I can't remember everything I did in a year, this is really great in terms of being able just to document that as you go. So then when you're getting to that point of an annual review, you can actually say, this is everything I've learned this year, this is how I've progressed, this is how I've developed myself. But also, again, just thinking about that the professional standards is actually, this is where I feel like I need that bit of support. This is what I would like from my company and my manager to be able to support me to the next level as well. So it's really easy to access, and again, just really encourage any members to go in and log their professional development through that. So the other way we can support people in terms of where they want to progress in terms of their professional development is through our qualifications and short courses. So our qualifications and short courses are all catered to people specifically to workplace and facilities management. And we've got qualifications from level 2 all the way up to level 6. And the way I would liken this is to Anna's previous mention about the professional pathway. So your level 2s and 3s are probably for people who are more new to the profession or looking to progress, but are still still quite new to the industry. Your level 4 would be for your people that are at management level. They are starting to take a more operational responsibility and need that support there. And then your level 5s, and especially your level 6, are for people who are more senior, a bit more strategic, are looking at things like governance, risk, procurement, and how to manage those areas. So with our qualifications, you can actually study through a recognised centre. So if you prefer a blended approach where you're doing some online, but you actually go to a centre and have face-to-face with a tutor, you could do that through our recognised centres. We also, up to level 4, offer an online program called IWFM Direct, where you can actually just study online. So it's really down to personal preference and what level you want to go for as well. So if you are looking at the higher levels, it would be through one of our recognised centres, but you can find one based on your location somewhere near to you as well. And then with our short courses, again, this can be very much tailored to where you are in your career, where you feel like you need that support. We have everything ranging from people who are new to the profession with our Intro to FM, so people who just want that real overview of everything to do with FM and that entry level criteria. But then we've got other courses that will speak more to specialist areas or to new legislation. So a real good example of that is our Building Safety Act. So this we introduced off of the back of the new legislation after the Grenfell fire. So it's really good in terms of keeping people up to date about new legislation, things that they need to know, things that they need to keep up to date with. But then again, you've got other things that talk to things like sustainability. So if your organisation started to looking to become more sustainable, we've got courses to be able to support with that. So again, you can go online, look at our courses, you can filter them by topics if you want to, whatever speaks to you really. So now we're going to take you through a little bit more in depth about what the membership gives you access to in terms of the other benefits. So what you can access through our website, the information and knowledge that's available to you as a member. So we have our Insight Hub, which holds basically all the up-to-date information that you would get access to as our member. So that will be all our reports, surveys, research papers, anything in there that is relevant to you. Again, you can look at things by topic, you can look at things by the actual content. So it's really great in terms of keeping people up to date with information that they need in terms of how to do certain things. We also have our where we're lobbying for government. So you'll see in there any updates in regards to that, anything that we're trying to change, any legislation that we're looking at, any white papers that we're working on, you'll see that within our Insight and Knowledge Hub. So it's, what we're trying to do is really work towards helping our members as well. So we do regularly survey our members, we get feedback, we try to understand what are the real key issues that we then need to take away and try and support our members with as well. And then just to give you a bit more of an example of what you'll find under that Insight Hub, Rob did allude to this earlier on, but you've got a lot of things in there that are really helpful in terms of, day-to-day working. So we've got our good practice guides. So they'll be on particular topics. So you can see some examples on here: procurement, customer experience, but they're downloadable PDFs. They'll be able to support in terms of specific topic areas. All of our reports and discussion notes. So again, we will regularly go out and survey our members, go out to the market as well, just to find out again what are the key topics, what are the key issues, what are people really finding as the key trends within FMs, and then report back on them. And then our guidance notes as well. So they are our, sort of short bite guides really. So again, on particular topics which you'll see here, so an introduction to smart buildings, customer experience, you'll be able to again download those from the website, and they'll be able to give you some guidance around those particular areas. And then again, both Rob and I have mentioned this before, but our Facilitate magazine, it's a real key publication for us. It's our bi-monthly magazine. It's got so much good information in it. There are experts that come and write in it. there's, so much information, up to date reports in there. So again, real key piece of information there. As professional grade members, there is a hard copy, or alternatively, if people prefer, we do provide it as well, all online. And like Rob said, we've got a back catalogue, so you can go back and actually have a look at some of the older issues as well. And then another real key benefit is our webinar series. So our Navigating Turbulent Times. So again, that's on real key topics. We'll have guest people come in and speak on those. Again, to keeping people up to date about key issues and key topics within the industry, and being able to give, expert advice on that. And passing over to Rob now to talk about some of the community groups.
Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, the part of the membership, when you come on board with the Institute, we automatically enroll you into into a group based upon your geographical location in your region where you're based. The opportunity that gives is it offers you local networking through events, forums, regular networking events, webinars, etc. I'm going to touch on the special interest group part in a second on the following slide. But the community groups, they are real, and when we all meet, they are like an extension of our IWFM head office team. And obviously, by looking at those key points that we aim to do, explain and highlight the value of what we do. We're looking at supporting new talent. We engage with the universities. I was at an event at the University of Bolton last week, which was looking at working. It was a sustainability event. Put my teeth back in, and also allied to their brilliant apprenticeship scheme in FM that they're doing as well. And obviously, as a professional networking event, they're highly insightful. It's an opportunity to meet like-minded members and non-members too. We invite non-members if someone is looking to come along with a view to becoming a member. It's not a closed shop. Our volunteers are there as well. And when you become a member, you can also become a volunteer as part of one of those local community groups to help make a difference to the profession. And it links to the mentoring that Anna mentioned earlier as well. We have numerous volunteers who are active members throughout the length and breadth of the UK on that. So yeah, networking events, they're highly professional, well organized, they're good fun as well, but they're also have a very key and crucial point and are always on point and topical. So yeah, that's part and parcel of what your membership gets you as well. I mentioned some of the special interest groups. We have online forum groups that enable members to interact with other FM members and volunteers via discussion groups. And these are members only, and they are part of the membership. The groups which belong to our regions and special interest groups, yes, they promote best practice, great knowledge sharing opportunities, great opportunities to learn and grow and ask questions and seek guidance. Again, that links greatly to the mentoring aspect as well. We have, just to share a couple of special interest groups, there's Women in Facilities Management Special Interest Group, which is increasing in its membership daily. We have Rising Stars in Facilities Management, which is aimed at a younger audience to grow the industry from a younger base and encourage younger folk to get into facilities management as a career choice and as a career pathway. And that was linked in with the event that we had in Bolton last week as well, with their apprenticeship drive that they're doing. And obviously apprenticeships is in the news this week, obviously, which was mentioned yesterday. And also we have a recently launched special interest group, which is aimed at veterans of the armed forces and other emergency services as well. Particularly proud of that, as it touches me on a personal level, and so we're really proud of that. No doubt there'll be more special interest groups to come. And yeah, you can access your forum that you're eligible to at the relevant the address below. And as I say, forums are members only and are growing daily. And I would encourage you to join in and dip in and out of the forums as and when, as they're a really handy knowledge share base and a lovely little community locally as well. And also perhaps an opportunity for you to network your businesses within each other as well. So we give you that opportunity too. Thank you.
Brilliant, thank you. So the next part is another key benefit as being a member of ours is how we look to help network with other professionals and some of the events that we do to help that. I mean, Rob's obviously just touched on some of that as well through the community events, but I'll take you through that in a bit more detail. So as Rob mentioned, we do host quite a lot of community events. So they are run especially by the SIGs and the regional groups. Like Rob said, we want to keep them on topic. So again, real key things that we know that our members are looking for. As you can see on the right hand side here, these are just some examples of upcoming ones or just recently had ones that we had. So wellbeing in the workplace, Building Safety Act update. And there is one that is actually in Dubai, which is just shaping a greener built environment post the Co-op 28 strategy. So it's really about bringing like-minded people together, talking about real relevant topics, sharing best practices, but also just being, having a bit of a networking opportunity as well. So we keep those up to date on our website. You'll always find anything that's upcoming on our community pages, and you can book those through the website as well, so you can make sure you've got a space for them. Some of our events are face to face, some of them are virtual, and it will always tell you what they are when you're looking at them. And then in other things, we do try and attend other exhibitions or speaking opportunities. So you'll sometimes see our research and insight team, for instance, going and talking about some of these key topics or government legislations that we're lobbying for. They'll go along to these exhibitions or speaking opportunities and speak at them as well. So you'll be able to hear what we're working on. You can come and talk to us as well. So we do try and attend as many of those as we can. And then one of our real kind of key yearly events is our IWFM Impact Awards. So we host our own award ceremony every year in October, and this is a chance to celebrate people in FM. It's about looking at all the great stuff that happens as FM people in FM, and really celebrating that. So yeah, so the categories are all available on our website as well. So if you do want to have a look, we always encourage people to try and put in entries for them. And if your company are going into the awards categories, then you can attend as if your company would like to attend in that. But it's always well attended. It's a really great night, and it's really great just to see people celebrating all the good work that happens in FM as well. And I think, Rob, you're talking about IWFM jobs.
Yeah, IWFM jobs. This is, I guess you'd say it's sort of akin to our own online job board. It's an active and growing and loyal membership base. It sort of does what it says on the tin a wee bit, this slide. It's where you can search for facilities management vacancies. You can post as well through that. Search by sector, by salary band. Obviously, it's account creation driven, and you can get job alerts, and you can search as well for particular roles via geographical locational fix based around a postcode. You can search for jobs that are available within the sector, or if you're looking to advertise on that as well. It's a handy wee thing. It's growing. It has a loyal membership so far as well, and of course the advantage of it being a niche job board is it's solely linked to facilities management linked roles that we have there. You're not going to get those other job roles appearing on searches like you do on some of the more generalist generic online job boards, the likes of Indeed, etc., that some of you may be familiar with. So it's a nice little thing which we provide for everybody. Yeah, get in touch and follow us on the usual social media sites. LinkedIn, huge amount of traffic that we post on LinkedIn. Any questions that you have, please post them either in the chat. We can look at those now. Any questions, by all means, email engagement@iwfm.org.uk. That's Danielle heads the team that Anna and I are part of, and colleagues as well. Direct dial phone number as well there for you, straight to the engagement team. We're on X, formerly Twitter, Facebook too. So all the usual social network places that you would expect us to be on. And yeah, encourage you to search us out on those, especially LinkedIn, because we're there as individuals as well as corporately. Lots of great content on those. If you've not already looked, would encourage you to have a wee look at that. Danielle, I think you wanted to go through that slide of somewhat.
That's fine. That's fine.
Apologies.
I'm happy with that. Brilliant. Okay, so yeah, as Rob said, obviously thank you so much to everyone that's joined today. It's been great to talk through the membership, and hopefully it's given you a little bit more of an understanding of who IWFM are and what we can offer. As Rob said, if there's any questions that you think of afterwards, please get in contact with us. The team are really helpful, and they really would love to support you. We're happy to take any questions now. If anyone's got any questions, we can try and answer some of them if you want to post in the chat or in the Q&A. Are there any questions, Rob or Anna?
No, not yet.
No.
Just give some time, maybe a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
We need some
Well,
time.
Like we said, though, we're always available. So if following this, you would like to follow up with any of us, if you've got any questions, or if you just want to know a little bit more about the membership or where you would sit on our membership pathway, the team are always happy to advise that, and we'll be able to give some more information around some of that stuff. Okay. Is there anything else, Rob or Anna, you wanted to advise?
No, if you're just thinking about the membership level, feel free to send us your CV for pre-assessment. It just literally take us a couple of hours to review your CV and to give you an advice, and then you can take your time to think about it.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, I think that is it then from us.
Yeah.
But like I said, please feel free to reach out.
Oh no, we've got a question.
Q&A.
Right, do we send the pre-assessment to the email on screen? Yeah, you can send it to engagement. Yeah, me or Rob will be able to check it. And the second question, is it possible to attend an event before I opt for membership?
So our courses and our qualifications are open to everyone. The events are member only options, because that's part of our regions and our SIGs. So it is a member only benefit for those. Although there may be a couple that are open to the public. But you'd have to just go onto our website and just see, because where they are run by our regions as SIGs, sometimes they will open it up to other people as well. So if you go to our website and look at communities, you'll be able to see our events on there, and that you can see any that are open to everyone. Is there any others?
Not yet.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, thank you so much to everyone for joining today. I hope you found the session really useful. Please reach out to us if there are any other questions, or if you do want any support with a pre-assessment. But other than that, we hope you have a lovely day, and we look forward to hopefully speaking to you soon. Thank you.